Hi, I'm Bill Gathan, and this summer I invented a musical instrument. This is the Pentaphone. It's an instrument designed to be played from your computer keyboard. It runs inside your browser. It'll run in Apple Safari, Mozilla's Firefox, and Google's Chrome. It runs best in Chrome. It does not run in Internet Explorer because Internet Explorer does not implement the Web Audio API, which is one of the things that I wanted to learn how to program in. So what we have here is an optimized musical instrument for playing at the keyboard. Most online synthesizers are too complicated. They try to give you everything. They either try to simulate some classic synthesizer and they have all the knobs and sliders and they try to map the piano keyboard onto your computer keyboard, or they go the other direction and it's all sliders and checkboxes and so forth, and neither one of them is terribly good for actually playing music. So Western music is based around 12 notes, but you can make a lot of music by just focusing on 5. This is called the pentatonic scale, and that's why it's called the Pentaphone. So we have the first note, the second note, the third note, the fifth note, and the sixth note. With those 5 notes, you can play a ton of fun music without having to understand how all of music works. Now, as you can see, I've mapped those 5 notes to exactly where your fingers are when you have your hands on home road, just like you were typing. So you can play the notes without moving your fingers. So it's perfect for actually playing music. It's very comfortable. You can play for a long time. Now, just playing single notes is not as interesting. Typically when we play most Western music, it is chords and melody notes, and the single notes would be the melody, and we have chords here on the left. So the left hand plays the big 3 chords, the 1 chord, the 4 chord, and the 5 chord. Now there are literally thousands of songs in pop and rock and roll that only use these 3 chords, and you can play a ton of music just using them. So let's try that. But they are only the most common chords. In addition, we have the minor chords, which are the 6, the 2, and the 3. Now those, I like those better because they have more drama, they have more emotion to them. And one of the most common chord progressions is the 1, 5, 6, 4, which sounds like this. That is also extraordinarily popular. You find hundreds more songs that use just those 4 chords. So what the Pentaphone allows you to do is, even if you don't understand anything of what I just said, you can now play music just by pressing random keys. Almost everything sounds good. Now that is the organ sound, which is the default tone for the Pentaphone. But you can also, if you're into, say, old-time video games or something like that, we also have this 8-bit sound, which sounds like this. And you switch from organ tone to 8-bit tone by pressing the I key. And the chords sound that. So if you look closely, you can see next to each of the actual marks on the actual note names on there. There are the letters to help you understand where they fit on the keyboard in case you forget. But you can also see that they light up when you play them. Now, this was my original project, and I was really excited about it because it is surprisingly addictive to play. However, another thing that I wanted to experiment with was using Node.js and WebSockets, which are technologies that I was not familiar with. And I also received one of these. This is a Novation Launchpad, and DJs use this for doing dance music, where they'll trigger synthesizers and control their music system using these keys. Now, I don't use it for that, but it is programmable using Node.js, and I can tie the computer to the Launchpad and allow the two to talk to each other. So this is a little more sophisticated. If you're looking to do it yourself, there are instructions on the website for exactly how to do what I'm about to show you, but I'll skip over the gory details. We'll start out with, we have to open up a terminal window, and we run npm start. I've already downloaded and installed this on my computer. The instructions are on there as well. When I start this up, we've got action. All right, so you can see that the keypads light up. When you press them, typically they will get brighter, but here we've lit them up so you can see that the layout is pretty much the same as what we see on the screen here. Now, I've tied the two systems together using all of these technologies that I mentioned, and now if you switch over to the internal implement, the other one was actually running on the web. This one is running on my local computer. Now when I play on here, the Launchpad will actually react. So that's cool. Now you've got a light show to go along with your playing on the laptop. But the cool thing is that WebSockets work in both directions, so I can play on the Launchpad the same way as I was playing on the computer. And you can see the computer is reacting you can see that the notes that I'm pressing on the Launchpad are lighting up on the computer, so it's talking bidirectionally to the keys. Now, if you don't understand any of that technology, and you don't really care, you can go out to the web and play music on your computer anytime you like. However, if you want more information on what it does, how it works, there are instructions here. There's even a section here called If I Don't Know How to Play Music, with some suggestions for things that you can try just to get started. And then if you do have a Launchpad and a little bit of technical savvy, here are the instructions for tying the two of those together. So, all right, enjoy, and I hope you make lots of music with the Pentaphone. Thank you.